This video will feature a full-length match playing as the Trapper, with some commentary mixed in at key moments. I'll start this game off by looking for my Ruin Totem. I can't see its aura, so that means it's probably at the far end of the map. I'll head in that direction while setting some traps on my way there. This map has lots of foliage that makes spotting traps difficult, so there's plenty of places to choose from. I just have to make sure the path is narrow enough so survivors can't run around them. If I can get to my totem before the survivors do, I might be able to trap it in a corner if I got lucky with the spawn. Jane, you're too thick to be hiding behind sticks. I could continue chasing Jane here, but I remember catching a glimpse of another survivor earlier, so I need to make sure that the generator hasn't been touched. I decide not to chase Dwight because I need to check on my Ruin Totem and go back and kick the generator. Well, the totem's okay, but there's too many angles a survivor could cleanse it from, so it's not worth trapping this time. Well, that's annoying. They're disarming my traps. But at least those notifications let me know where to go next. I need to reset these traps first, otherwise I'll be at a big disadvantage during my chases. What a team player tagging in for your friend during a chase. Let's hope you don't regret that. Just a killer's way of saying hello, Dwight. That'll teach you to click your flashlight at people. I'll trap this pallet since I know I'll be hooking her right next to it. Might come in handy if I'm nearby when she gets unhooked. I'll set some traps in this area since I know a survivor or two will be around here soon to save Nia. They might help if I get in a chase. So I make a decision here that might seem strange. Rather than patrol a generator, I decide to run across the entire map just to pick up a bear trap. I do this because most of my traps are set up near the hooked survivor, and chasing survivors outside of trap territory would take too long. So my plan is to grab the trap to help expand my territory, then dash back to the hook since I'm sure Nia will have been unhooked by then. Looks like my guess was right. Now I can chase these survivors on my turf. She threw that pallet down really early. I'd have looped the killer once or twice, but hey, I'll be the last one to complain here. Those chests are the real killers here. Okay, so both Fang and I make a mistake here. Fang's mistake is pretty obvious. She ran into me because she didn't look behind her after dropping the pallet. My mistake, however, was going left instead of right. If you look closely, you'll notice the short wall is to the right side of the pallet, but I ran left against the long wall. If Fang hadn't made her mistake, I might not have caught her. I guess in this case you could say 2 wrongs made a right. Or a left, if you want to be technically correct. During that chase, a survivor stepped in one of my traps. Let's see if I can help them out. Time to set up shop. I'll just trap a bunch of bushes near the hook and hope for the best. I'm not going to stray too far from this hook since all my traps are set here, but I'll check the corner of the map I hooked Fang to see if she's still around. I'll pick this up since it isn't doing any good here. Really now? They evaded all my traps? I knew setting these traps would pay off sooner or later. I attack Dwight here to put him in the dying state so I can go pick up Fang from her trap before she escapes. Or at least, that was the idea. That was my fault. I should have kept chasing her and baited out dead hard. Quit touching my stuff. Ooh, faceplant. Nice try, but as someone who's pulled that trick on killers myself, it won't work on me. Now to find that survivor I downed earlier. Shadowborn allowed me to catch a glimpse of her here. I'll let Dwight go since he has a head start with Sprint Burst. Also, I have no traps set in the direction he ran towards. Alright, time to reset some traps around the hook. Maybe they ran to the corner of the map to heal. Oh, Dwight, you know what they say about getting fooled twice. You were the team's last hope, Jane. Now what are they gonna do? That was on behalf of your dead teammates. And there we have it. This game started out slow, but once I got those traps set up around the hook, things started heating up fast. So thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe for future content.